Kentucky. Got sticker granddaughter, our usual Saturday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And got sticker teenager. What movie did you go to? Stand up and tell them show them what movie you went to today.
I don't like it.
Here, come over here. Sticker Kid went to Minecraft today. Saw it in 3D. Did you get a little souvenir from there?
I don't know.
Show me that.
Don't touch me.
Show me that.
Why? What it is?
Popcorn tin of Minecraft from AMC Theaters. What did you think of the movie there, Sticker Kid?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No, give me a seizure.
Gave you a seizure?
What?
Gordon T said, only visiting this planet by Larry Norman, 1937, a great album I found today. 73, a great album found today on Record Store Day.
What did you get?
Only visiting this planet by Larry Norman,
All right.
1973.
I heard my retired DJ in New Hampshire said that Record Store Day was chaotic this morning and most of the good stuff was all gone before he got there in the afternoon.
Polly said, hi everyone.
How you doing, Polly?
Hope you had a great Record Store Day.
I didn't go to it. I thought I was going to get some things. I've made a bid on eBay or an offer for the Oasis box set, $220, but I don't think he accepted it.
Dave Evans said, how's it going, Sticker Family?
All right, how you doing there, Dave Evans? We sent your two police albums out today.
Uncle Paul said, hello everyone.
How you doing, Uncle Paul? Saw you were in the chat on earlier today on Beatles Tone from the United Kingdom.
Thomas Crook said, hello, Sticker Family.
How you doing, Thomas Crook?
A Little Beatles Corner said, hello all.
How you doing, Patricia?
David Portsney, hey Frank, excited to see the unboxing and peeling.
Yes, we got it right here.
Eric Mute said, how's it going, Sticker Family? First time catching one of your lives.
Who is it?
Eric Mute.
All right, how you doing, Eric?
Mikey Rigolo said, hi, Sticker Family.
Mikey Arugula's in the house. I don't have your shirt on today, Mikey.
Uncle Paul said, I found the linen and the all things must pass Zoe shirt.
Yeah, that's good you got the all things must pass because it's pretty much sold out everywhere now. All right, David's in the chat, so let's talk about that. So, this is probably one of the only left sealed in the world. 1983 Sgt. Pepper Audio 5 pressing from Australia. It was sold at only 497 copies at a Sydney Hi-Fi show in July of 1983. And it is, according to Andrew from Polygram Auctions, wins the shootout as the best stereo pressing ever of Sgt. Pepper. Just barely nudges out the Nimbus Supercut. Had this, owned this one day and it sold overnight last night for $7,500 going to the United Kingdom. And part of the deal of me getting that, put it back in the box, was I was going to peel David's butcher cover. And there you go, David. Did it last night. Came out pretty good. East Coast number 3, Scranton. Beetle faces turned out pretty good. Had to use the hot towel technique towards the end. And there is a remove trunk slick. Pretty nice, pretty nice. What do you think of that?
Dan in Florida said, hello, my friend.
How you doing, Dan from Florida?
Eric Mutse said, I saw your stuff on eBay prior about you yesterday and today. Copies and found you on here. Start following you here too.
Who is it?
Eric, the one we just.
All right, Eric. All right.
There's more. David Portsno said, looks great. Thanks, Frank.
All right. I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad you're all. I bet you're glad all over.
Mr. Beatles Pro said, hello, hello, hello.
Hi, Tom Beatles Pro. Are you going to obligate to be on me and Mikey Arugula's Every Little Thing a week from Wednesday, which would be August 20 or April 26th? Give me a yay or a nay.
Dom233 said, awesome. I remember asking if you had an audio file before and not yet until now.
He had one?
No, he was asking if you had one.
That's the first audio 5 I've ever had.
Daniel Castillo says, the audio 5 customer, a first time buyer.
Yes, from England.
Dana Florida said, looks like a great pill. And Mikey also said, great pill.
Yeah, I've had 3 Nimbus Supercuts before, but this is the first audio 5 I've ever had. And rumor is it was sealed in a Minneapolis, or it was in a Minneapolis record store for years and years. And somehow I got a hold of it. David would know the answer to that.
Daniel said, didn't know you had customers in the UK.
Yep, I got a few. So 8%, what is it? 6.5% of my YouTube subscribers are from the United Kingdom. All right, a few notes. Coachella's going on right now, the Coachella Festival out in California. Yesterday there was a 10 to 12 hour traffic jam to get into the festival in 100-degree weather and no bathrooms when you're waiting in line there in your cars. That had to be pretty intense. We thought it was bad when we had to wait. How long did we have to wait to get in Chaperone, Tennessee? Hour and a half, 2 hours? Yeah, we thought that was long. I can't imagine 10 to 12 hours in 100-degree temperature. Lady Gaga was the last act on last night. I didn't stay awake for it. I saw some of the highlights. Tonight I want to see Charlie XCX. I think she's going to be on about 10 p.m. tonight. And I know Travis Scott, Ed Sheeran and Travis Scott are going to be on after Charlie XCX. Chapel Roan was in the audience yesterday. She snuck in there with her girlfriend Misha. Misha seems to be like her protector and keeps her away from everybody trying to hound her. But she looked like she was having a good time. She's taking her couple-month retirement before she goes to Europe. And here's some of the places she's going to start performing in Europe here before long. She's going to perform in Poland, Spain, Edinburgh, Scotland, Norway, Paris, Denmark, Sweden, and at the Leeds and Reading Festival in the United Kingdom. I think she's also going to perform in Hungary. So she's number 2 on the charts with Pink Pony Club in England, and she's going to tour all of the United Kingdom here before long.
Mr. Beatles Pro, it's the only one issue with that. I sold my house, gotta go find another. I'm hoping to be in town. Also already started packing the Beatles collection.
Uh-oh.
So he probably can't. T-shirt Express said, hi, Sticker Family.
Well, if you can't make it, Tom, we'll have to put a shout out to, what's his name? The 11-year-old?
Jack, but Uncle Paul says he has the connection, or he has the info to get a hold of him that Uncle Paul told me. So
we'll keep Jack, shout out to Jack. We want to get you on one of our Every Little Thing with me and Mikey Arugula, if it's possible, before long, in the next couple months.
And then Daniel Casilio said they said the food inside the festival is overpriced too. I said it.
The food at the Coachella? Is that what you're talking about at the Coachella festival?
Okay. T-shirt express hi sticker family. I don't know if you heard that. Johnny Ramone said hello from Coachella.
I'm wrong on Johnny Ramone's at Coachella. Way to go, Johnny. I'm wrong on Ed Sheeran's not on tonight. It's Green Day. It's going to be on after Charlie XCX and before Travis Scott. Sorry about the mistake. And on Saturday Night Live, we got John Hamm as the host, and Lizzo is going to be the musical guest.
Polly said, Frank, did you see Chapo little clips on the Elton John Brandy special? She really looked great natural.
On the Elton John Brandy special? No, I did not see that.
Oh.
The Brandy Carlisle?
Uncle Paul said, I will reach out to Jack and Rick.
All right, that would be great if we could get Jack lined up before long, because there's a lot of interest in me and Mikey. I think it'll be interesting if we interview 11-year-old Beatle freak.
Mr. Beatles.
What do you think there?
Mr. Beatles supposed to have no more this coming Wednesday.
All right, well, let us know Wednesday when we're on. Sticker Kid, come on, get your head up. Get your head up.
I can't even see.
You
him
want to take a
anyway.
break?
He's behind the display.
You want to take a break and come back here in the last 10 minutes? 'Cause I got a lot to show. Come on. I know you went to the movie or Little Beat. Take a break.
A lot of people went to work. They're not that beat.
Come on. Come back. We'll get you here in the last 10 minutes. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. All right, so what's here on the table? Got this yellow submarine 1968 lunchbox in today in near mint condition. I got a thermos coming in the beginning of the week in near mint condition to go with it. You don't get much better shape than, what do you think, Mikey Arugula? Is that a good shape lunchbox?
Mikey said, how much for the displays on the table?
Displays, we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
Get done with the lunchboxes. You know about my 1965 blue Aladdin. I got the brunch bag and thermos over there. Just wanted to show the two of the most valuable lunchboxes that exist in the world, because there's demand from the lunchbox collectors and the Beatle collectors. All right. Let's put the lunchbox away. Can you put them over there with the brunch bag? Here's the other one. All right, Mikey Arugula's interested in these displays. First, we got a 1993 display of Baby It's You, live from the BBC. It's got a 7-inch record. It's an EP of Baby It's You, I'll Follow the Sun, Devil in Your Heart, and Boys. And it's got a sealed cassette of Baby It's You. And we got a said that wrong on the short, it's not 1995. 1996 display, store display for Real Love. And it also has a 7-inch record and the sealed cassette for Real Love. Real Love's got a, thought it had a Hollywood Bowl track on it. Let's see if I can pull this out of here. It's got Real Love and Babies in Blacks on the B side. Babies in Blacks from the Hollywood Bowl 1965. Mikey, the prices on those are, I would say the Real Love's worth a little more than the Baby It's You. Baby It's You would be $80 shipped. And the Real Love would be $100 shipped. And if you want them both, Mikey, the price would be $160. All right, let's show the other
Mr.
thing.
Beatles price, how much for the writing pad?
The writing pad, that's next.
Uncle Paul said, Frank, show the bottoms, please, of lunchboxes.
The bottoms of the lunch boxes?
Johnny Ramone said, any live auctions on this stuff?
No.
me if you want.
No whatnot auctions today. That's the bottom of the lunchbox. Spur, you don't see them in that kind of condition hardly ever. That's where they get all the wear and tear.
Mr. Beatles Pro said I haven't even done my fest wrap-up video yet, LOL. Dave Evans said, Frank, where did you get your Led Zeppelin t-shirt?
I got that online on eBay.
I actually...
And you know I sell a lot of stuff on eBay. And once I put an item on eBay, it sells on eBay. STICKERMANIA 2853. Somebody wanted my signed 1965 fan club Beatles 7-inch, but they wanted to wire me the money, and they didn't want to do the credit card or the PayPal. That's how eBay does it. So I had to cancel the order today for $25,000.
Uncle Paul said, very, very nice, thanks. Mikey Rigler said, I want them, they are mine.
All right, Mikey, they're sold. $160 for both. Way to go, Mikey. Give Mikey a shout out.
Good job, Mikey.
Hey, Mikey, all I can say is chicken jockey.
Johnny Ramon said, yellow submarine price.
Yellow submarine price. Well, when I get the thermos in, it will be $1,000 for it.
Okay, now the writing pad.
Writing pad. Tom Beatles Pro's interested in the writing pad. I don't have it listed on eBay yet. Sold in a Woolworth store in 1964. It says British made, and it even has a reorder number on the back.
I want to move this a little bit.
Price on that there, Tom Beatles Pro, is $80. Eric Cash reached out to me on this Lux set. We got the 1966 Lux Bar soap that's sold in the stores with the mail-in offer for the Beatle inflatable dolls on the back. And the 4 dolls, the way they were sent in the mail. 4 inflatable dolls in their little baggies. And the original paper bag they were shipped in. And that is $700 for the Lux, the dolls, and the bag they came in.
Mikey, and then do the other.
Elvis.
I know how to read.
Elvis versus the Beatles, a pretty rare Beatles magazine to find from 1964.
Yeah, I'll do
Mikey.
Mikey.
Excellent condition. Let me clear this off and then I'll
I'll
take
do
one.
Mikey, Tom, and
So the price on this Elvis versus the Beatles is $100. It even has an ad for the VJ album, Song, Pictures, and Stories of the Fabulous Beatles on the back. You can mail in and get it for $3.85. And then Mikey Arugula might like this. 1964 Valentine magazine from England that in the middle advertises the Kellogg's patch. If I can find it. It's got Jerry and the Pacemakers in it, and the Beatles are coming to breakfast. You can order the Beatles patch through this magazine. There's the Beatles patch. And there is the, on this cereal box that Mikey Arugula's his #1 item he wants, Kellogg's 1964 Rice Krispies box. This is part of the, cut off the back of that box. Mikey said that somebody had a full one once and they wanted $5,000 for it, and he should have bought it.
Okay, Daniel.
And one more item.
Hold on.
And we got a Hummer that I got on the table. 1964 Beatles Hummer. All right, let's take some questions.
Okay, are you gonna shh?
Yes.
Daniel Castillo said, does the magazine have anything interesting? Probably just gossip.
For the Elvis versus the Beatles?
Yeah.
It just goes back to a Beatles article and an Elvis. It keeps going back and forth. It gives them equal time for both of them. I haven't gone through the whole thing, but it's Beatles and Elvis. It's like they were an equal amount of popularity at the time. All right, what's the other message?
Mikey Rigolo said PayPal tonight plus the 100 I owe you.
All right, sounds good, Mikey.
Mr. Beatles Pro said I'll take the writing pad.
Tom Beatles Pro wants a writing pad. What was it? $80. $80. Thanks, Tom.
Mark's Memorabilia said other Beatles magazine now removed from the table.
That's what he wants. He wants whatever Beatles magazine you took off the table. What Beatles magazine did you take off the table?
And he wasn't all the price.
I didn't take any magazine
That's
off.
why I was wondering what you're talking about.
I did not take a magazine off the tables. Sorry.
Are these balloons?
Those are inflatable dolls, and you cannot inflate them. They're in the original baggies. They were shipped from 50 years ago. 40,
They might
not 60, 59. Let's get her right.
I mean, those two together, right?
Yeah, the Elvis was $100.
Oh, okay. He said, okay, that's what I saw. It is a writing pad. My mistake.
Oh, okay.
Someone already said
Tom Beatles Pro's already bought the writing pad.
George Music for All Seasons said, can you show the back of the Elvis Beatles mag again and show as much of the back cover as possible, please?
Is that what you want to see? The ad for the VJ album? All right. Are we done with what's on the table? Any other questions? What's on the table?
The question is nothing.
Nope, that is it.
Greg said hello from Coachella.
Gregory Fio's at the Coachella concert. Did you go last night, Gregory Fio and Johnny Ramone? Did you guys see Lady Gaga last night?
George said thank you.
How many hours did it take you to get into the festival?
Are you gonna use?
Who's George said?
He said thank you.
Thank you for what?
For showing him. What do you want
Show
to
the
see?
back of the Elvis.
Oh, gotcha. All right, let's clear off the table and show some other things. Thank you. Are we done with all the questions on the table?
Are you gonna put this soap in your bathroom?
No.
Okay.
That's never been opened. Joe Mayo bought a reproduction of this once, but this is the real deal.
Roasted.
6 cents off. They usually have a price. When I started in the grocery business, we had the old price guns that you change the prices on and you'd price that at the end. So I was probably bagging frozen chickens behind the store. I wasn't a cashier when I was 12 years old when this came out. I didn't start being a cashier, and I was a closing manager at 14 years old at my dad's grocery store.
How'd you do that?
I did it.
Mr. Beatles Pro said if you already own the Beatles Around the World magazines 1 and 2, you need the Elvis one because it completes the collection.
All right, way to go, Tom Beatles Pro. He knows all about it. What do you say, Around the Beatles? Beatles?
Around the World magazines 1 and 2.
One
The
and two.
Beatles Around the World.
All right.
It completes collection.
I'll just leave those here at the end of the table. If anybody has any other questions, I'm going to start showing some other things. You guys got some questions about Coachella or things going on in the Beatles world?
Did we have a giveaway tonight?
Did you have what?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
So,
know.
Well, probably.
Just ask.
I didn't come up with trivia questions today.
Exactly. Look at you.
Got this in
Greg,
from...
Greg said here backstage, 2 hours travel. Lady Gaga was amazing.
All right. So Kevin from Kevin Records got a Beatles lot in today, or a couple days ago, and I got this sealed anthology book, hardback book. I have a paperback book too. This was originally sold for $34.77 at Sam's in early 2000s. Factory sealed. And we got this cool little songbook called The Beatles Pocket Full of Songs. Never seen this before. From 1968. June of 1968. The Beatles Pocket Full of Songs. You ever seen that before, Tom Beatles Pro? It goes from Act Naturally all the way to You Can't Do That.
Y'all, we could do a day of Beatles.
It's got
bingo.
Penny Lane and Strawberry Fields in there. 1968 June, the Beatles Pocket Full of Songs.
Has there ever been a Beatles board game?
So this is the, I've had the flip your weight game in here many times.
No, I'm talking about other than that.
I mean, that is a board game.
There's been a Beatles trivia game and a Monopoly.
Oh, that's what someone like Monopoly.
So here's the 1986 Laserdisc of John Lennon live in New York City. And there are 14 songs on there. Power to the People in New York City, It's So Hard. Women is You Know What of the World. Sisters of Sisters, Well, Well, Well. Instant Karma, Mother. Born in a Prison, Come Together, Imagine. Cold Turkey, Hound Dog, and Give Peace a Chance.
Give peace a chance.
So the John Lennon 1-to-1 was not playing in an IMAX near me. I would have had to go to Nashville. So I have not seen the movie. Any of you out there seen the John Lennon 1-to-1 movie on the IMAX theater?
Uncle Paul said Beatles Monopoly, a Yellow Submarine Monopoly, also a Beatles Scrabble.
Beatles Scrabble. Thanks a lot. Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse. I got it in the right order now. I know that the Beatles come before pop. Did I get it right there, Uncle Paul?
No, it's Playhouse Beatles Pop.
No, it's Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse.
Mikey.
So if you're not subscribed to Uncle Paul, get subscribed to him.
Mikey said looking for Beatles bingo. Richard James said Mr. Stickermania from Louisville, Kentucky.
Yep. This is the Free as a Bird promo display that's got sheet music for Free as a Bird behind it. Pretty cool frame. I got this in, what was that little town in Tennessee where we went and picked up that whole estate on the auction? Was it Crabtree or something?
Yeah.
Crab Orchard?
Crab Orchard.
Crab Orchard, Tennessee. Talk about a little town in Tennessee.
Dan in Florida said seeing 1-2-1 tomorrow.
All right. We can't see it around here. Louisville did not bring it in. They brought the Led Zeppelin movie in, but they did not bring the John Lennon 1-to-1. I guess the Minecraft movies is taking over the movie theaters around here.
Yeah, whoever said that, that's fucking wrong, but whatever.
What's that?
Someone said, do you grease your head like this Mr. Frog Joe trying to be fucking funny?
Do I grease my hair?
Your head trying to be an asshole.
Oh.
Like, I hate
Oh.
fucking...
All right. I don't, not a lot lately.
What the fuck?
What else? We got some new arrivals. Got to Let It Be Naked.
Wait, Dan in Florida said, what is your price on the Free as a Bird promo?
It's already sold. Mikey Arugula bought them both.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, he's talking about the frame.
Yes.
That is difficult to ship. That would be $100.
No glass.
Yeah, there's no glass on it. That'd be $150 shipped. Let It Be Naked, 2003 factory sealed, made in England on the back. That is on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay store. I've sent out offers at $288. And if you want to get a hold of me on anything before I put it on eBay, it's my Mr._StickerMania at yahoo.com. That's my YouTube email address. Get that right, guys out there. Before you approach me on eBay, there's certain messages you cannot say on eBay. You can't message somebody on eBay and say, can I buy this off of eBay? That's not permitted.
Okay, few comments before you start that.
Yeah.
Okay. A Little Beatles Corner say, yes, I saw the movie. A good historical and cultural piece. Concert songs interspersed throughout. John's voice was spectacular.
All right.
Uncle Paul said, Travis, much respect, and Ari, you are on fire tonight.
All right. Thanks.
And
They
the guy
appreciate
said,
it.
my bad, because he said that about your head.
Yeah.
Alright, go to the Billy guy.
Billy Spleen said, hey, Frank, I have a signed George Harrison Brainwashed album signed by Harrison himself. Do you know what it may be worth? Paid a fortune for it.
George Harrison signed Brainwashed album. Boy, that seems... I can't believe there were many of those at the end of his life that he signed.
Depends if you have a COA.
COA from Frank Casio or
Perry
Trax or Perry Cox. It might be worth $2,000 to $3,000.
Mikey said, know the frame.
What's that?
Know the frame.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. He said, know the frame.
Know the frame.
No, the frame.
Know
They're
the
talking
frame.
something else that you just missed the whole conversation.
Talking about my Fraser bird again?
Maybe. Greg says scored Beatles mono box sealed from Perry Cox for record Saturday. Woohoo!
You got the whole box set? Is that what you're talking about, Greg?
Uncle Paul said, Billy, that's impossible as Brainwashed came out after his death.
That's what I thought. That was a little fishy when you guys were talking. That's like saying you got a Milk and Honey album signed by John Lennon.
Gordon Teets said, Happy Palm Sunday tomorrow. Yep.
Happy Palm Sunday.
Dr. Rick said, good evening, Frank is sticker teens. It's
Dr.
only
Rick?
one. Yep, Dr. Rick. It's
How
only
you
one.
doing, Dr. Rick?
Only one sticker teen.
Well, the other one's here. He'll be
Here's
back.
some items I got from the Kevin's, the auction he bought on CTI the other day. I got all the Beatles stuff. I got a Penny Lane Strawberry Fields picture sleeve. Excellent condition with a real nice record. It's already on my STICKERMANIA 2853 store at $88. I bought a near mint Can't Buy Me Love picture sleeve and record today. They only made 2,000 of them on the East Coast. Pretty rare. Remember, Mikey, I had one in Chicago last year that I sold for $2,600. The rarest stock picture sleeve there is the Can't Buy Me Love. They usually put Can't Buy Me Love out in one of these capital sleeves and no picture sleeve.
Just let it go.
Mr. Bills Pro said George died in 2001, but Brainwash LP came out in 2002, and then Billy said, but it came with a COA. COA may be fake.
Yeah, the CO may be fake. It is fake. Impossible.
I mean,
I think George's son's the one that finished that Brainwash album out and got it released a year after his death.
nothing's impossible. Remember that.
Oh, some things are impossible. Let It Be, a nice picture sleeve. Came in that collection that Kevin bought the other day. 1970, Let It Be. With You Know Your Name, look up the number on the B-side. What other things we got? We got a original in the company sleeve. Pictures of Lily by The Who. That's pretty hard to get. Kinks. Tired of Waiting for You and All Day on the Night. Back-to-back hits. Harry Nilsson. What does this have to do with the Beatles? Here's a trivia question for you. Harry Nilsson, Without You. What does that have to do? Trivia question. What does that have to do with the Beatles?
Something. Am I right?
Who wrote the song Without You?
Greg said, what's up, Travis? He walked out. Daniel Costello said, would you move your live showings to TikTok? No.
No, I don't think so.
Mark said Badfinger, and then Polly said it after. And
Yeah, Badfinger wrote this song. Tommy Evans and Pete Ham.
Daniel said Lennon.
Who else had a hit with Without You after Harry Nilsson did?
Is it Lennon?
No, Lennon didn't write it. Badfinger wrote it.
Okay, well, Daniel said that.
Original pressing of Glad All Over on Epic. These are all excellent condition. This is pretty cool. Acilla Black, You're My World on the Starline label. I told Kevin that these Starline Capital sleeves are pretty rare and valuable. That's like a $50 sleeve because it lists the Beatles and the Beach Boys in fine print.
What did you ask? It says Tommy Evans, Pete Ham, Whitney, Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey had the next hit with it.
Probably said that.
Good job. Go Now. How does this relate to the Beatles' history? Go Now single by the Moody Blues.
Greg said gonna do a TikTok live, gonna do a TikTok live, maybe YouTube too, called Everything Beatles. Stay tuned.
You are gonna, Greg?
Copy.
Me and Mikey Rugler are doing every little thing Beatles. Dusty Springfield, this is in the original way that they discounted 45s in the 60s. Like they had them at 3 for $1. And Golden Hits, this is a picture sleeve of Dusty Springfield inside it. I always think it's neat when you have those little cool things like that.
Uncle Paul, the shirt you showed was cute, and Mr. Beatles Pro said Denny Lane.
Denny Lane.
A lot of people said that actually.
You're back there, Minecraft boy?
No, go away.
So, you guys, oh yeah. Denny Lane. What's the importance of Go Now? It's one of the few times that Paul McCartney ever sang backup on somebody else's song. Wings Over America, 1976, Paul and Linda sang backup on Go Now when Denny Lane was singing it.
He sang with Rihanna.
Paul never did that with too many people on anybody else's song.
Rihanna.
Well, we're talking about in concert.
On concert.
And I Love Her on the Beatles when they released the reissues in the 70s. And I Love Her and If I Fell on the Back. That's a tough one to get. Paul McCartney's first song release, Another Day and Oh Woman, Oh Why. A real nice twist and shout on the Tolly Purple Brackets label. Pretty sure that's a tough one to get. And All You Need Is Love and Baby You're a Rich Man.
Hope your life goes great, Greg.
Holly's Picture Sleeve of On a Carousel. I've always liked that song a lot. I know that Brad Parnell saw Graham Nash when he was at the Great Escape here in town. The last one I picked out of Kevin's collection was a picture sleeve for one of the greatest double-sided singles of all time by the Beatles besides Strawberry Fields, and we're talking about Paperback Writer and Rain.
All right, do the Uncle Paul and the George real quick.
Uncle Paul said the Can't Buy Me Love sleeve wasn't available on the East Coast.
It was only available on the East Coast.
George Music Pro Season said, Frank, how many Can't Buy Me Love Pick Capital sleeves were produced?
They were 2,000 of them were produced. The very first pressing, Can't Buy Me Love, was almost #1 within 10 days on the Billboard charts. Capitol didn't see any need for making any more pressings of the picture sleeve, and that's why it is so valuable. So the one I got coming in near mint condition, surely gonna be worth a couple $1,000.
I'm gonna keep on dancing at the
I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. What do you think of that?
My shirt says Pink Pony Club.
Played everywhere. All right, what else do you want to say? What other questions you guys got? Got a sealed face dances from 1981. You've already seen my AC/DC and my Fleetwood Mac sealed. I got from Kevin
Greg.
that collection the other day, the soundtrack and the factory shrink, The Family Way, the first time a Beatle ever did a soundtrack album. Paul McCartney's 1967, The Family Way.
Greg, he'll be fine. He'll be wired up till probably 4 in the morning, knowing how he is. Sticker Kid just doesn't like to get going on the stream like he needs
Sticker
to.
Kid, what was some of the memes in the Minecraft movie? There were 10 famous sayings.
Greg said, "What's under the table, kid? What do you have under the table?" Don't throw our papers.
Mr. _ STICKERMANIA at yahoo.com's my YouTube email address, and my eBay store is STICKERMANIA2853.
Hey, he was the best at the movie today. I'll give him that.
You were good at the movie. Good job. You got a nice haircut there, Sticker Kid.
Go away.
Uncle Paul said, "I heard you like magic. Well, I got a wand and a rabbit."
That's right. What song besides Uncle Paul is that? Did the lyrics say it again?
I heard you like magic. Well, I got a wand and a rabbit.
I heard you like magic. Well, I got a wand and a rabbit. What song is that from? And Uncle Paul, you're not allowed to answer.
Pink Pony Club.
Nope.
Oh.
It's another one on the Chapel album. The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess.
Can I see the credits?
They are right there on the back. Let's see if you can figure it out.
Phenomenon.
Nope. One more guess.
Hot to go.
Nope.
What is it?
You run out of guess. Red Wine
I
Supernova.
was gonna say that. It didn't sound like it though.
Beggar's Banquet. Got an audiophile presser in a Beggar's Banquet in that has the writing credits of Mick Jagger and Keith Richards on the back. And it's got the record with the FFRR full frequency range. Play this today. Sounds amazing. Especially the Salt of the Earth where Nicky Hopkins is banging away on the piano at the end.
I want to have a Beatles party.
All right, we got a Pink Floyd import, Masters of Rock. This must be early Pink Floyd tracks. Is this from England?
Yes.
Let's see if it has a GEMA on it. Masters of Rock, Columbia. It looks like an English pressing.
Everyone give us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification link. We only need 120.
Yeah, 120, and we'll be giving away a butcher cover. Can you give me that butcher cover?
Big giveaway. Money.
We're going to show that big Let It Be Naked poster, too.
We're not giving away money.
Only going to be on about 5 more minutes. Got any questions?
Don't touch me.
Get up. Come on.
Get up.
If you want to see me do the whip and the nay-nay, comment down below.
So if when we get to 2,500 subscribers, we'll give away this butcher cover that I won in the auction at the Fest for Beatle Fans 2025 in New Jersey. A West Coast stereo butcher cover. And Beatle Dawn, we're getting that's upside. No,
Hello.
we're getting a 3x3 of Anthology 1, and this is my 3x3 that was in a Tower record store out in LA of Let It Be Naked.
Drop the top down a little bit so you can see it.
Ow.
Just go down a little more. Yeah.
Sticker Kid, move your head just a bit. Thank you.
I wish you would hold that down best. I'll
Sticker Kid, can you hold that corner down for me, please?
No,
Be all the way
it's all
down. Be
good.
careful.
Anyway.
That's pretty cool. We got an Anthology 1 coming like that from Beatles Dawn. Mikey Rugel's buddy, Beatles Dawn.
Greg sits on the setting here in Coachella. Gotta see you, Frank and family.
All right, we're gonna watch. I'm gonna watch Charlie XCX live tonight on the Coachella on YouTube, and then we have Green Day, and I think Green Day is gonna have a special guest, and I can't remember who it is. And then Travis Scott is gonna be the main performer tonight. So be careful out there, Greg and Johnny Ramone at Coachella.
Mark said he's gonna win that poster. I mean, he's gonna win the butcher cover, Greg.
Mark's memorabilia.
Yep. Mr. Beatles Pro said I was not allowed to buy any more posters.
No more posters for Tom Beatles Pro. His wife must have cut him off.
Uncle Paul said, Frank, you're my inspiration.
All right. Thanks a lot, Uncle Paul. It was great to meet you there in Jersey City a couple weeks ago.
Greg said, stage right, look for us.
Stage right. We will look for you.
I won't.
Let me know, Gregory, how good Charlie XCX is on stage. Is she gonna do her big hits? Guess. I probably Billie Eilish won't show up, but then what's the other song I like a lot that she did at the Grammys? Is it called Dutch something? Band Dutch? There's another song I like a lot of hers.
Mr. Beatles Pro said I have 267 posters.
267 posters. I got a whole closet full in there. I almost have about the same amount you do.
I got more.
Whatever.
All right, I think Sticker Kid's tired, and there's a lot going on tonight. And thanks for joining us tonight. And
Appreciate it. Give
Mike
a thumbs
and
up.
Rugula bought something, and Tom Beatles Pro bought something. And if you need anybody else interested in something, send me an email. Thanks a lot from Louisville, Kentucky.
Whip, nay, nay.